Welcome everyone to the part number 2 of this milestone number 4. So what we're gonna do in this one is gonna be about adding the reference of the user inside a photo. So each photo gonna have his author. So it's gonna be a way for us to have a user as many photo, and a photo is belong to a user. After that, we're gonna make sure we can create a photo with the URL we get in the last one inside the pre-signed URL. And that's it for this one. So because right now the way we handle that, it's with Postman, we send the photo, and this is not what we want the user to do for us. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna jump in the terminal. First thing, make sure you do source.env to get all your env variable. Now we need to do this, and now we're gonna run mix-ecto.gen.migration, and we're gonna say add user reference to photo. Okay, we're gonna click enter. So now this code here, you're gonna see this generator just run two things. It just finally go inside the migration folder. One thing finally, it go inside the migration folder and create this file. So if we go inside private repo migration, we get this. I think I need to refresh here. And now we get this one. So this is this add user reference. So here we do a migration. So now all we're gonna handle that is we're gonna say alter table, and now here you put the name of your table inside that. The name of the table is gonna be this one here, photo. So we're gonna put here inside the quotes photo. In here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna say add user ID reference. And now we're gonna say reference the user. So you want to make sure that you reference this table user, and we're gonna say on delete. We want to delete all, and also we're gonna say nulls to be false. So it's gonna be impossible to save an image if you don't have the user ID. And this delete all mean it's if this user delete himself, you're gonna delete every photo he have. So this is what we're gonna do. So just make sure we type it good. Yeah, perfect. So now what we're gonna do, it's now we're gonna go inside the database, not inside the database, but inside the terminal, and we're gonna run mix-ecto.migrate. And now we're gonna get some error now, because as you can see now, colon user ID contain null value. So what happened is, because you already know that, I'm sure, it's my database right now, it's already the start, and we have already inside the Instagram, we have already some photo, but the photo don't have this user ID. So now we're gonna need to add this thing. But how can we do this? It's just by finally drop the database. So now you're gonna drop the database, and now finally we don't have it anymore. But now if we run mix ecto.create, and now you can see mix ecto.migrate, gonna run all the migration. And now what's gonna happen, I've closed Postico, because if not he get finally connect and you cannot drop. So but now you're gonna see inside the photo ID, image URL, caption, insert at, update at, and now we have the user ID right there. And if we look in the structure, the user ID, it's a user.id, not null, the thing we just create, and they get that from the table user. So like that, but the one of user. Perfect. But now the database, it's empty, so we're gonna need to manage that. So we're gonna need to create some seed user and add this thing later, because right now when we seed, you can see we just add a photo. So but now what we can do is we're gonna just go inside the lib Instagram, we're gonna go inside icon and user. So now what we can do, it's a user, I'm gonna put that right there, as many photo, and we get that from the Instagram dot post dot, and now here photo. Or what you can do, if you don't want to do this way, you can use the parentheses module. I think it's like that, module like that. No, sorry, it's because it's the post, so we cannot. Sorry about that. So Instagram dot post, yeah, when we do the module, you're gonna go keep inside the module, but it's not for us, so don't do this. Sorry, it's a bad thing I did. So now user can have many photos. So now go inside your photo. So now a photo gonna go belongs to a user. So belongs to a user from the Instagram dot account dot user. Okay. So a photo can have many like, and it's belong to a user, and a user can have many like, and as many photo too. But now what we need also to do, it's now when we create an image, a photo, we're gonna have a user ID coming here, and we're gonna say it's required like that. So now when we create a photo, we're gonna have the user ID. So now you cannot create that anymore without the user ID. Okay. So now what we're gonna do, it's now we're gonna go inside the seed right there, and now we're gonna create finally a user. So what we're gonna do, it's we can import here account. We can alias that, and now what I'm gonna do, it's here I'm gonna say mock user, and I'm gonna call that 5. Okay, so we're gonna have 5 fake user. First thing, I want to create this user first, so I'm gonna say user, and there it's my photo. Now here what we're gonna do, it's we're gonna just do a for loop, where we're gonna say 1 to the mock user. So we're gonna create a range from that, and now what we're gonna do, it's, as you know, when we create a user, we have add the avatar. Okay, and for getting this avatar to make sure the app gonna looks more like a real application, we're gonna make use of the random user me, okay, API. So this one give you some fake photo and fake information, but for the fake information I'm gonna make use of the faker. But for the photo, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do example, if I do API portrait slash example, I'm gonna say 1 example, not 1 but men, and now example I can say 1.jpg. I'm gonna get like his face of him. Okay, so this is the plan. It's now we want to just add this kind of photo so we can use the index. But now what we're gonna do, it's we're gonna do a if statement. Okay, here if statement with the odds. What I mean by that, it's when the number is gonna be example 1 a odd, I want it to be a man. When it's an even, it's gonna be a woman. So how can we do this? It's here, first thing at the top, we're gonna import a function coming from, we're gonna import a function coming from integer, and the only function we're gonna import is gonna be is odd. Yeah, but I don't need is odd like that. Okay, so now inside my if statement, what I can do is I'm gonna say if is odd, so determine if an integer is odd, and now I'm gonna pass my IDX inside that, and I'm gonna say do man, so return man, so the sex is gonna be man, else it's gonna be a woman, like that. So now here I'm gonna say an avatar gonna be equal to finally this URL right there inside double quotes, and I'm gonna do API portrait slash, now here I'm gonna say sex, so the sex variable we have created here, and I'm gonna say here the index.jpg. Okay, now here what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create my user. I'm gonna say email is gonna be equal to faker.internet.email. I'm gonna say also what we had, validate require, we need to have an avatar, okay, a Facebook ID. For now the Facebook ID we're gonna just fake one, a first name and last name, and yeah, so what we can do, okay, yeah, Facebook ID and also an okay, yeah. So I'm gonna say avatar first thing equal avatar, so the one we have created. Username, I know Faker have some username, and as you can see, we have it here, so we can add this stuff. And did I username? Yeah, okay. Faker.internet.username, okay. I'm gonna say first name equal to faker dot I think it's person, if I remember. One sec. If not, you know what? I think I'm gonna faker dot man, so many stuff. So you know what we're gonna do? It's we're gonna go inside here the user, and when we cast it, we don't require this stuff here, the first name and last name. Okay. And if we go inside inside the migration, it's okay. We don't say null, it's false, so we don't need to do nothing more. So we're gonna take the first name, last name if we provide, but if not, you're gonna put null. Okay. So faker dot so yeah, we don't need that. And for Facebook ID, we can just say faker dot random faker dot util no. So you know what, we're gonna just use the IDX for now. Okay, nothing more. And finally here we're gonna say repo that insert. Okay, we when you work with the seed, they always ask you to use the bank symbol, so use it here. And now the only thing we're gonna need to change now is when we create a photo, we can add this user ID. So we're gonna say user ID, and how we can do this, now we know we're gonna have 1 to 5 user. Okay, so now what we can do is do enum.random 1 to the mock user. That's it. So this thing gonna take a random number between that. So maybe I'm gonna have like user number 1 gonna have 3 photos and things like that. So it's all random. And now time to see if that's gonna work. We're gonna say mix ecto dot yeah, for me, the way I like to do this, it's reset. So and now you see what happened is my postico was opening. And now we get value 1 inside an unmatched type string. Okay, so now it's because of this thing, so we're gonna pass that inside a string. So you need to do like that. Okay, so now if we look back inside the database, now we're gonna have inside the Instagram dev now some user. Now the user have an avatar, username, avatar, Facebook ID. You see the Facebook ID don't make any sense, but at least first name, last name, we have some email. And now if we look some of the image, if I copy paste this one inside my Google Chrome, what I'm gonna get is this woman right there. Okay, so I have some woman and I have some men, etc. Okay, so now we have the seed done. So it's gonna be more easy for us later to work and showing like the avatar of the user, etc. But now what we need to do is we're gonna go inside the resolver of the post. So inside your Instagram web resolver post, now we're gonna create the new resolver Createphoto. And here, as you know, we don't need to manage nothing inside the Instagram, not this one, but Instagram post module, because the Createphoto is already done, not the change, but the Createphoto is already done by the generator. So now here inside the Createphoto, we're gonna have no parent, we're gonna get some argument, and we're gonna get a context where we're gonna have inside that the cur user map, cur user and cur user, like that. Okay, and now inside this one, what we're gonna do is we're gonna build an argument with finally the map that merge. So we're gonna merge two maps together. Okay, we're gonna merge the argument, so the thing we're gonna receive from the schema, and here we're gonna map it with the user ID, and we're gonna say current user.id, like that. So now finally that's gonna just become like something like that, like image URL, blah blah blah, and user ID example 1, like this. You see what I mean? Like it's gonna merge together in one map. And now here what we're gonna do is we're gonna make use of the width with the OK photo tuple, where I'm gonna say here post, Instagram post. So you see here we can alias. I think it's gonna be start to become much better here to do alias, and I'm gonna call that Instagram dot post. So now we can remove all the Instagram we get here. Okay, so now here I can say post, and now I can say create photo. So this create photo, like that. And now why it didn't get it? I think create photo is right there, yeah. So post that create photo, and now this one you're gonna just take the argument. That's it, and we're gonna return the OK and the photo we just have create. So now if you see the create photo, the way we work, you receive some attribute and just do inside the change set. And if you look at the change set, you're gonna take the image URL, the caption, and the user ID, and that's it. So now what we left us to do, it's going inside your schema. So not here, but inside the schema here, we have here the photo where we have the ID, image URL, caption, blah blah blah. So now we need to add that to a mutation. So we're gonna say right there a new description where I'm gonna say create a photo, fill, and I'm gonna call this one create photo, while we're gonna return a photo finally. Okay, and now this one, which argument we can have? First thing is gonna be an image URL, who's gonna be finally the image URL we have here. Okay, image URL, it's gonna be for now we're gonna just say a string. We're gonna have maybe caption, string also, and now nothing more to add, but what we're gonna add is the fact that you need to be authorized for that, and we're gonna call the resolver post dot create photo /3. Okay, so now first thing I'm gonna run my server. Okay, not here, sorry. I'm gonna run my server. Okay, nothing crashed, it's good. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just first thing get all photo, and I get an error, and I got okay, yeah, so now it's because my user, it's not create. So I'm gonna just create, get a new token, because now you need to remember that now your user don't exist anymore. So now if I go here and I'm gonna change my token, so I get log, I change my token, so now I can get all the photo back. Okay, I can get that, get some image URL also. Perfect, don't worry, we're gonna get the user later, but for now just like this. So now we want to make sure that this user now can create a photo. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a first thing, we're gonna get the preset URL. I have again my GWT token saved, so I can rerun it here. I'm gonna get a preset URL, but for that I'm gonna just set up my mutation first. So create photo, where here I need the caption, so I'm gonna say maybe like hello world, or if you don't need a caption you can just not put. I'm gonna say image URL, and now this image URL, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to Postman. I'm gonna run this one again. I'm gonna send the same image I've put in the last one. Yes, but I think I'm gonna take the bigger one. It was better, I think. So I'm gonna rerun again. Take this one. Okay, it's safe. So now I know in this one I get my image right there. So now what I can do, it's inside my create photo here, I'm gonna paste my image URL, and now what I can return is the ID, the image URL, the caption maybe if you want, etc. And now if I send, and now you see I get my S3 bucket right there, my S3 bucket, my S3 URL, the ID number 11, of my photo because I have 10 other photos created before, and I have the caption LOL. So now if I go inside my Instagram dev in my photo, I get this last one right there, saving. And now you see the user ID is the ID of the user I've just created right there. I'm gonna just put a username for now just to match other people. Okay, now you see I get my real ID, so first name, last name, blah blah blah. I have my stuff and I have my Facebook avatar, and inside my photo I match this. So you see some like here, this photo I have the ID number 4, and this ID number 4 I have 1, 2, 3, and 4 photos because of the random stuff I've just showed you. But now you see we can create a photo, etc. And this is what we need. So now we need to be able to create a photo, and now I think that's gonna be the time to jump on the mobile side to make it. So I hope you enjoyed this little episode, and we're gonna talk in the next one. Bye.